A major diplomatic ripple is in fact spreading across the globe, ignited by French President Emmanuel Macron's announcement that France will officially recognize Palestine as a state. Now, this bold move could, of course, be formalized at the United Nations General Assembly in September, and it has sparked an immediate and a sharp rebuke from Israel, setting up a diplomatic face-off. The Macron declaring that France will officially recognize Palestine as a state puts him in a direct collision course with the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. Now, the announcement makes France the biggest Western power so far to recognize Palestine. Over 140 countries already recognize the Palestinian state, including more than a dozen in Europe.
I believe in the future of the two-state solution as the foundation of a regional security architecture that will allow Israel to live in peace and security with its neighbors. I believe in the need to unite our voices in Paris, London, and everywhere else to recognize a Palestinian state and initiate this political dynamic, which is the only one consistent with a perspective of peace.
Now, the reaction from Tel Aviv has been pretty furious. The Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu condemned Macron's announcement and called it a grave mistake to recognize a Palestinian state. He posted on X that such a move rewards terror and risks creating another Iranian proxy, just as Gaza became. He termed a Palestinian state in these conditions could be a launch pad to attack Israel. The Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Saar has also hit out at Emmanuel Macron. Saar said that President Macron cannot provide security to Israel. He took a dig at the French president, saying that he hoped that he succeeded in doing so on the streets of Paris. The opposition leader Yair Lapid said that it's time that Israel should put a clear proposal on the table to end the war and get the hostages back home. The reactions worldwide have highlighted a deeply divided international landscape on this issue. On the one side, the Palestinian Authority has warmly welcomed France's decision. Hamas has also welcomed the move as a positive step. In Europe, the sentiment is clearly shifting. Just days after France's announcement, several European countries, including the likes of Britain alongside France and others, condemned the Israeli restrictions on aid and food shipments for the starving Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. The British Prime Minister Keir Starmer indicated that a ceasefire would put Europe on a path to the recognition of a Palestinian state and for the realization of a two-state solution. Now, this suggests a growing momentum among some European nations towards the recognition of Palestine as a state. Now, France's announcement also comes on the heels of the United States cutting short the Gaza ceasefire talks in Qatar, citing a lack of good faith from Hamas, which the group has vehemently denied. But the US President Donald Trump has dismissed Macron's statements on Palestine, saying that it lacks any weight.
Counterproductive to for France to say that they would recognize the Palestinian state. Macron said that yesterday.
Look, he's a different kind of a guy. He's okay. He's a team player, pretty much. But here's the good news. What he says doesn't matter. You know.
Now, Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney has also tweeted in support of a two-state solution, saying that the country will be pushing forward the agenda at the upcoming UN high-level conference on the two-state solution in New York next week.